I should start by buying a bunch of weapons. Oh, what the heck is this? At least I don't have enough. Wait, I think I did hear murmurs about this ship. It seems like a fun concept. Might end up being one of my favorite ships the more I think about it. I'll play with that when I can actually afford it. I can't buy 2 weapons. That's kind of annoying. What is this? Oh, right. I don't remember if I ever used the seeded run. Or used the seed for a run. So indecisive. Actually, give me a railgun. Yeah. And now, things get real. The previous 2 runs felt like an extended tutorial for me. Before I carry on, though... Would it be in a video? I don't need the hitbox when playing D13 because it's basically visible already. The 2x2 of brighter red is the hitbox. It can be a bit less clear when you're moving side to side, but yeah. I don't need the green dot. Oh, I do have something to talk about, actually. At some point, the devs mentioned that originally, when you beat normal mode for the first time, normal mode would no longer be available until you beat hard mode once. The idea would have been to emphasize that null is gone and something is off. And personally, I think without that decision, it's kind of hard to notice the continuity until you actually reach the end of hard mode. Because you could play as Null again even though he's supposed to be missing. I don't think the player's convenience is as important as a cool design decision like that. But you know... Oh no, what if people who suck at shoot-em-ups have to beat hard mode once? It's like... I don't know. Maybe I'm just doubting myself as an elitist prick, but... I think it would have been cool. It would have done some decent storytelling. Huh. I mean, grabbing that right off the bat's probably a good idea. I forget how pickaxe works exactly. Worth a shot. The only thing I'm wondering about is... No, that's where I left the sliders. Okay, it sounded fine. I lowered the audio slightly, but there was a patch, because apparently there were some issues that needed to be hotfixed. I have no idea what they are because I'm not paying attention to anything about Star of Providence whatsoever. When I have like one miscellaneous achievement left or something like that, maybe I'll start watching and reading other people's stuff. I want to mess around with weapons some more. Oh yeah, the icon in the hacking minigame is different based on the ship. I forgot. Oh yeah, pickaxe just makes the secret room visible when you're adjacent to it. Were those turrets shooting a triple spread? Okay. Wonder how exactly things scale up. Really? Oh well. I won't need that one life. Yeah, now they do the shotgun. Now I need to be more careful. Oh, and the electric mages now use those spark projectiles. Makes sense. It's genuinely quite insane to give every single enemy and every single pattern, like making changes like that across the board when you have so much stuff in the game. That takes dedication. Star of Providence's hard mode kind of leaves most games in the dust when it comes to quality of the hard mode. I think Ringleader was changed in some way, but I forget how. I guess I have seen way more small teasers than I realized, but most of them just escaped my memory at the time. Shotgun laser. I'll try the new fireball keyword. Yeah. I just don't think that power bomb is going to be particularly useful in general because of jackhammer. Like I already got the best use covered. Right, that's what that was. Yeah, this is jackhammer's work. That was kind of stupid of me. Oh yeah, now enemies are gonna have halos randomly. Even a mini-boss as old as that is getting a new sound effect. Huh. It could be that, in spite of me entering hard mode, this is going to be one of the most boring runs. Aside from small things. I guess I'm just not in the most talkative mood today, for some reason. I think that's how that used to work. I still can't help but think that taking hits and dying on purpose feels really bad because of the ranking, if nothing else. But just in general, I don't want to be in a position where quickening matters. Although I guess you could spend all your max life at a shop. I don't know. The thing about shortcuts is new, I think. It prevents double damage once a room. Interesting. I'll take scanner. Huh. Yeah, these aren't shortcuts, these are excavated rooms. Welp. That is useful, sure. Beyond just beat hard mode, I suppose my other goal is to ace the gauntlet. I want to see what happens if there's like some progression of stuff there. I don't really need that. Since when do big ghosts? Okay, I'm starting to see loop stuff. The ghosts spit medium bullets at you, and banshees shoot non-destructible bullets as well. What else do you got? Sure. wonder why these large bullets look different. It looks like there's a medium bullet inside of them. Huh, nailed it. If anything, I just want to focus because my normal runs weren't flawless. And my health is kind of in the yellow for a decent chunk of this. Oh, yeah. Wait, this isn't a danger room. So in hard mode, ghosts shoot a triple shot? Was that just the ice ghosts, or? I'll pay more attention. I'm intrigued. Well, the ghosts don't shoot, they have revenge bullets. Now, regular ghosts are still a singular revenge bullet. Okay. Didn't even see one frame of those ghosts. Triple over here. What else you got? Maybe overclock makes sense. I guess weatherproof is fine. I am in hard mode, so plating is actually worth considering. But maybe not now. If I can play a little better and get some more max life. Okay. I believe continuous laser's downside was relatively low turn speed. Oh no, it's fish. I forget, did fish start off as a meme? Oh, that was new. Nice. Those were new bullet sprites, but I don't remember if bullets were a part of that attack before or not. So diminishing returns start at 120%. Still worth it, I think. Oh, Satan lasers. Sure. The charge didn't look too interesting. Oh, they converge now? What? Huh? Is that just a unique enemy, or could I have done something special with it? Is that the way they fold in? Is that just how triple laser works now? I seem to remember that with laser with triple and continuous would remain spread out. They just inverted it? Is that right? Because I'm pretty sure triple laser used to start with a narrow spread and then expand. I don't know. That never felt wrong to me. Certainly didn't feel weak or anything like that. I mean, sure. Are these trades affected, or do they interact with the diminishing returns in some way? Like, because I spent max ammo, now max ammo items will give me more? I guess that's one side effect of the new balance. Assuming it works that way. That's almost on par with a single sword. Homing. Okay, sure. The old nonsense. The curving of the lasers looks a bit more extreme compared to my memory of before. Yeah, that's a benign blessing, I'll take it. Wow. Yeah, I think the lasers curve way more when homing now. It's gonna be hard to say no to that. Okay, I'll try it. This is one of those silly, mindless weapons. Like, look at that. I don't know if swapping weapons will give me enough. Maybe after beating the boss. I'll swap weapons first, I guess. Fine, I guess. I really do appreciate that not only was Firewall not nerfed in terms of difficulty, ever, I did make it a point to say, don't you dare. Not because I love Firewall, but because I dislike nerfing difficulty. Just because a lot of people complain about it. Like, if you go down that road, at the end of it is the homogenization of the medium. Why do you think most modern, high-profile releases with a ton of marketing are so easy? Because they're designed for the lowest common denominator. Fine. I'm in more danger now. That's kind of funny. That's really funny. Bloke is messing with me. So I heard you like damage ups. I have the bag. Wait, what's gonna happen? Wait, is this a shortcut? Is that why those were destructible? Well, that's amazing attention to detail if that's the case. Speaking of attention to detail... Oh, I'm gonna fight Myriad. That's fun. Speaking of attention to detail... if you've never heard of Copy Kitty... it's really freaking good. Think of Kirby if it were a treasure game. That's how it feels to me. And it really goes places. And the developers worked on it for 7 years or something like that. And I was amazed with the number of interactions and unique dialogue. I was actually punished for being good at that game because certain fights that are meant to be hard have so many lines if you keep losing. lines and other things, but yeah, Copy Kitty's great. I love the developer's moniker, Nuclear Strawberry. You have no idea how apt that is. Copy Kitty is in equal parts charming and awesome. Why am I overthinking this? This railgun has nothing interesting on it. Sure. Pretty sure that those shields are more common in hard mode as well. Maybe I should be taking the life, maybe. Maybe it'll bite me that I'm not. I should have taken plating when I had the chance. If I take an artifact, I can keep it, thanks to the bag. Yeah, sure. That sounds kind of fun. I wasn't particularly impressed by any of those weapons. That's a fun pattern. Once I'm deep into loops, that's when things are... Wait a minute, is that a new Halo? Is it, what, like white or silver? If I see that again, I need to pay attention to what it does. If you were weaker and smarter, you could manipulate those ice mages into damaging the idol. I really like friendly fire. It's always a nice way to spice up the strategy of any combat, I think. Yeah, Void is even better in hard mode because of all the common revenge bullets. I already missed my chances for Temple, I just realized. But that's fine. I do think Temple has new stuff in it, though, and higher difficulty effects got revamped, I'm pretty sure. Was that a triple icicle shot from that? Okay, am I good for this? I think I am. Bring it. Thank you, Void. Curses. Oh, it's like a custom version of this mini-boss. Okay. It annoys me how quickly I got hit on 2 of those, but I guess it wasn't too terrible overall. Okay. At some point, maybe I'll stop picking Void, so that I actually have to dodge stuff more. But it is pretty cool, and definitely very useful. Is this weapon actually good enough to keep? I mean, honestly, kinda. Will the scrap be enough to buy? Yeah, probably. I don't have a feel for how much weapons salvage. So, and besides, it's not that impressive of a laser. I just see something incomplete on the map, and I feel compelled to check it off. Oh yeah, last time I said I would talk about Overlord in hard mode. Are there some more bullets here? I think there were. Extra spice, I like it. Though it's still quite familiar. That was pretty much as I remember it. Yeah, this is the thing. So, before, this pattern used to be one of the single hardest patterns in the game. And I'm still a bit miffed that it was nerfed. It goes back to what I said earlier in this video about that first time the bag has done something other than max ammo. It goes back to what I was saying, that just because people are complaining that something is hard doesn't mean that you need to lower the difficulty, even if there's nothing wrong with said difficulty. It used to be that I would deliberately save some bombs for that particular pattern of Overlord, or I would have to try really hard to dodge it. Now, none of that matters. It's barely even worth mentioning. The first pattern of Phase 3 is just a joke now. And yeah, needless to say, I'm not happy about that. And I hope that at least when I get to higher loops, that the old pattern comes back. I don't see why it shouldn't. When the whole game is harder, why can't I have that pattern, you know? There's no room to argue that Overlord is too much of a difficulty spike. Overlord isn't. I disagree with that. It's a consistent end boss that you can practice. There's nothing wrong with it having one of the hardest attacks in the game. I don't think that's something that makes it memorable. Or used to make it memorable. And that's all I have to say about that. Can fortify shield. I think that particular line is new. I guess I don't mind this blessing, because it lets me do that bomb salvaging thing I mentioned. But it's a bit late for that. Oh, do I have multiple hits of shield now? Is that why I have a white outline rather than a blue one? I assumed fortify meant something like that. One thing I'm wondering about the bag is... I'll do this. I'm wondering if I pick up a different weapon now with 0 ammo, do I still get a heart? Probably not. Maybe I do. Good thing I quickly understood that. The more micro games they add to hacking, the more of a legit WarioWare game there is within this game. Still remember the endless mode of the hacking minigame. Now I forget if I just recited this in my mind or if I actually said it earlier. If it's the latter, I apologize, but anyway, speaking of micro games, I played the demo to Mindwave recently, and I think it's really cool. It's not just a WarioWare ripoff, it's stylistically really awesome, and it's kind of high concept, in that the micro games are contextualized as you interfacing with your opponent's mind. And whoever cracks under the pressure of the other person's mind first loses the Mindwave game. The demo definitely intrigued me with that concept. It seems like an interesting combo of keywords. Oh, I did get a heart. But I forgot if I picked up any ammo. I don't... No, I didn't. So, okay, the bag effectively lets you get more life. but since salvaging scrap is based on the amount of ammo left, that's what you lose. Yeah, when it comes to level and enemy design, those things are supposed to be they're supposed to be the keys to blocks. So when you kill all of them, a specific type of block in the room will disappear. But here they're just present without the blocks because the halos can interact with them. In order to come up with something like that, you need to really care about your gimmicks and enemy design. Sure. I'm just kind of switching weapons mindlessly. Okay. That feels like I'm playing a proper shmup right there. Actually, I apologize because the implication of what I just said, this isn't a proper shmup in general, but I kind of think it is. I underestimate the width of those lasers. You ever heard the concept of action games being compelling and bringing you joy specifically because they engage you so much moment to moment that you don't have time to think about anything negative? I like that. I think that's definitely a strength of frantic action games, but it's also kind of a con for my commentary. I think the same thing is taking up so much of my mental right now that I'm just shutting up for large chunks of this. I hope it's still entertaining. I can imagine as I progress through the new loops, my commentary will gradually get replaced with more and more silence and eventually just bits of you know, stuff like that. I can't get over that. That's ridiculous. Sure, whatever. Oh, back blast saved my life there. I guess that's something I can keep in mind. Back blast plus rapid fire weapon is good defense. Oh, right, there's a gap there. So that the moving blocks can be offset. I don't know if I was being too careful there or not careful enough. Wow. Yeah, those things are way cooler now. And they don't just scatter random bullets all over the place. Was that a new double damage bullet sprite? Alright, this is a fun idea. These are the blocks in question, and you can blow up those insubstantials if you unlock the blocks. I forget if I can find the thing that leads to floor 7. If I should have been searching for it this whole time. The first time around, I just found it by accident. Again, I don't really care about front load versus this boss, but this is pretty irrelevant against any boss. Oh, well actually, I was thinking of the wrong boss. Ah, whatever. I'm sure this will be fine. I suppose the name Monolith is less meaningful now, but doesn't change the fact this is one of the coolest bosses in the game. It seems to be identical so far. I've always wondered if this phase of Monolith has to cancel bullets at the end of each attack to be fair. It probably does if they did that, but I want to experience the fight without the bullet canceling. I won't cheese this. Okay. I did way better on the first 3 patterns of the last phase than I thought I would. Some of those dashes were pretty clutch. I'm curious about the enemy roll call. I've always wanted, ever since they added a bunch of enemies, especially in Relics of the Past, I wanted a complete roll call of absolutely everything. I think this is the same, though. Maybe there's a different credit sequence, who knows? Stormlash, I never would have guessed that. Assault Ball. If you don't know, that enemy's name is randomly generated using synonyms for conflict and sphere. So yeah, conflict sphere would be one of them. My favorite is Scuffle Ball because it sounds ridiculous. It sounds like some family party game. Oh yeah, Reactor exists. I'll run into it eventually. Well, I guess the Necromancer is something to talk about, because this has been way too much dead air. I feel the need to show all the credits, at least once. So I'll get it out of the way now, and then I'll skip them from here on out. But yeah, about the Necromancer, it is really cool. Basically, if there's a Necromancer in a room, then every non-Necromancer enemy will spawn a soul that carries the data of that enemy. And the soul is like a ghost, except it doesn't chase the player, it goes to the Necromancer. And then with the data of that enemy, he can resurrect the enemy, but only once. Resurrected enemies are soulless. I think that's really cool. You can kill the soul before it reaches the Necromancer, but Necromancers are just never really much of a threat, especially if you have a powerful combination of weapon and damage multiplier. Necromancers just sort of die before they can do their thing. They could have been a little meaner, is what I'm getting at. The end? I wouldn't bet on it. This is some pretty effective somber music. I have to hear at least a little bit of it. I'll improve. The rust is still coming off. Oh yeah, that was an unlockable. I get that only being able to play hard mode as D13 sort of completes the second part of the story from normal to hard. But I do think it would have been more effective if Null was actually missing. But I've begun valuing cool ideas over my own convenience as a player, and I'm sure many people don't see eye to eye with me on that. Anyway, I hope next time I'm more talkative, and I hope this was entertaining. Thank you for watching.